What's going on, guys? This is going to be our episode 4 review for the Marvel series Disney Plus show Hawkeye. All right, we already did our episodes 1, 2, and 3 review. If you have not seen them, check them down below in the description. So far, Jason and I really dig this show. We love the chemistry between Jeremy Renner and Haley Steinfeld, aka Hawkeye and Kate Bishop. And again, I'm really loving the development in this episode. This episode definitely had a lot more slower pace than the previous episode, which is still my favorite currently of the 4 episodes. But we got a lot more. This episode to me had a lot of heart, had a lot of good character moments, a lot of good character building moments as well. And I just really appreciated that. I really, again, I think the moments I really do, obviously, everyone knows so far that I'm loving, the moments between Kate and Clint so far. But I really love how we really got to see into Clint's mind about how he feels with what happened with Natasha. We obviously know how he felt, but just seeing it on the screen and just how he doesn't want a repeat of what happened to Natasha to happen to Kate, it really hit me in the feels. And when we hear that Avengers Endgame music, the same music from Alan Silvestri in Avengers Infinity War when Gamora dies from Thanos on Vormir, and also when Natasha dies, same music, of course. It just, again, hit me in the feels with the nostalgicism and with that music, and I just love that. Also, the reveal that we get, of course, Jason has not seen Black Widow yet, so I'm sure he knew who that character was.
I knew that was someone from Black Widow. I could tell.
Yeah, but and I'm sure all of you knew, but everyone knows I hate predictability, but I'm sure all you knew anyways. When that character was on with the mask, I knew right away that was Yelena. I'm sure most of you did too, but from predictability, it was very obvious, but still the reveal was pretty cool. And yeah, we all knew that was coming if you've seen Black Widow. But yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. Was definitely slower paced, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I feel like not a lot really happened. Obviously, there was that fight on the rooftop, which was cool. It took me a second to realize that Elena, the masked one, was fighting against both of them. I kind of thought it was the one who was with Maya, but it turned out there were like 3 different fights going on. And then, yeah, the rest of it was really just, Kate and Clint kind of hanging out together like Christmas style. I know Clint was missing some Christmas spirit, so Kate, brought over pizza and all that. That was a nice little moment. But then you got the moment where he was kind of realizing that he didn't want the same thing to happen to her that happened to Natasha, so he kind of pushed her away a little bit. They, at the end they said, we're not. He said we're not partners because he's pushing her away. So I'm curious to see where it goes from here. This one was a little bit of a slow episode, but especially because we were possibly thinking of someone appearing in this episode who obviously didn't, but
yeah, he or she is coming, but in my opinion, but also too, I love the foreshadowing and also the callback we got of Clint telling Kate in regards to when he first met Natasha, hey, sometimes the best shot you take is the one you don't take, in regards to him not killing Natasha. And then obviously they formed a very unique and amazing friendship that lasted a very long time and meant a great deal to us MCU fans and to them as well. And obviously she had the chance to shoot Yelena, and she did not. So I'm thinking there's going to be a very big friendship down the line in the MCU. And the MCU, they do an amazing job of foreshadowing and doing callbacks and blossoming when, growing the roots of a flower and all that. So I really see that friendship blossoming over time between Kate Bishop and Yelena, because she had a clear shot to kill her and she did not. Very similar to how Clint had a clear shot to kill Natasha, which we never saw. It was all obviously, we've only been told
backstory.
That. It was backstory, but we never even saw that from a flashback. We were only told that backstory, but now we actually saw it in person with Yelena and with Kate. And I'm thinking there's definitely going to be some major thing here where they're going to have a major unique friendship here, especially when Clint either dies one day or retires.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they wouldn't have it in there and so obvious if it wasn't a setup. So I totally agree.
Also, too, I want to mention as well, I actually really enjoyed, I know it was only brief, but the moment we got with Jack and the mother, even though we obviously know there's nefarious things going, at least they're hinting at major nefarious things going on with Jack and the mother. I really enjoyed the humanizing moments where you can see how much he really cares about her, and it actually felt like he really cared about Kate as well, just like her well-being and just asking, hey, do you want me to get you that? It just really humanized, even though again, it points to them being villains. I just like when villains are humanized. It makes it feel more realistic to me. And I really enjoyed that. And again, that's why I say this episode had so much heart on top of all the Kate and the Clint stuff. Even those other moments between, possible villains, getting more humanizing moments. I just really appreciated those moments as well.
I mean, I don't know if I actually believe or think that this is the case, but it's potential that they're kind of setting up a flip where Jack and the mom really aren't the villains, because it's kind of obvious that they are at this point. So I feel like it's almost a little too obvious. And yeah, those moments where like they're saying he says all those sayings wrong, and it's just kind of they're laughing and dancing and all that. I thought it was a pretty cool moment. And also I want to mention too, in the very beginning of the episode, like from the end of the last episode where he's holding the knife on him, it was like a pretty big switch tonally, because you thought some crazy thing was going to happen, but really it was not at all. They just had a little talk at the table. So that was interesting too. But
yeah,
I don't know. We'll have to see where it goes.
Yeah, no, you make a good point. I wouldn't be shocked if they aren't villains in the end. I mean, obviously, it's so obvious that they could be, but then I wouldn't be shocked if they aren't either. So we'll have to wait and see. We got 2 more episodes, so I definitely completely agree and feel you there. My last point I want to make on this episode that I really loved. I loved that conversation between Clint and his wife. I love that. There's definitely a hint that she was possibly an agent in S.H.I.E.L.D. or some kind of a spy or something with him in the past.
Something.
Yeah, but I really appreciate that. And obviously, everything he does, all his missions, they're all shared with her. But again, just getting that hint of, that she might have been something in the past with him as well, just not only from a perspective of his wife, but actually like on the field with him. I really appreciated that. Like, it just adds more backstory to the this layered and 3-dimensional character that we all love in Clint Barton and his family and all that. And I really appreciated that a lot.
Yeah, it was cool. Like, I don't know if I was thinking she was a full-on agent, but I mean, she's been with him for so long, so she kind of knows what his deal is, and she's, picked up a few little things and can help him sometimes. So, yeah, I mean, I always think it's cool when you have, people's significant others or whatever helping them in their missions versus just like them being kept in the dark the whole time.
No, come on, Jason. We really love what Arnold Schwarzenegger did to Jamie Lee Curtis in True Lies. That's the best way to be a secret spy. Tell them you're a computer salesman and don't tell them a word. That's the way to do it, right?
Right.
I guess Jason's not a fan of True Lies. Sorry, people.
No, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good. They should have made a sequel. Damn you, Arnold, for running for governor. Anyways, guys, do you have anything else you want to add, Jason?
No, not really.
All right, well, we're looking forward to episodes 5 and 6. I'm sorry, it's kind of sad that this show is so quick, but also I'm really digging the show. I'm loving it so far. Looking forward to episodes 5 and 6, and hopefully a certain reveal of a certain character that we're going to see soon. But let us know in the comments section, what do you think of this episode? What do you think of the series as a whole? What are you looking forward to most in the next 2 episodes? If you don't want to miss our review of the next 2 episodes, please hit the subscribe button. Also hit that bell notification so you are notified immediately when those videos are uploaded. And if you feel we've earned it, we would really appreciate a like button. And until then, see you guys next time.